the next scene is Wolfgar going to the wife's house, and the wife's in there. She's doing the dishes. She's putting them away. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
Very pleasant.
Back and forth. Wolfgar sneakily at the door, opens it a crack, but there's a chain. So he's like, and he tries to push it open, doesn't move. Finally, without much force at all, rips the screws out of the doors of the chain.
He gets in there.
He gets in there, and he's going after the wife. So he creeps in. And the wife turns around because she hears him. Welcome back to another off the shelf movie review.
That's perfect.
Thank you.
Very
I'm
good.
Mark.
I'm Dan.
And today I've been wanting to watch this movie for a while. And we're going into the Sylvester Vaults. Okay. Sylvester Vaults. I thought I've seen a lot of like Sylvester Stallone movies. Apparently I've never even, hit the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his movies. He's got a vast range. I watched his biography thing that he did on Netflix, and I never realized they really tried to push him into like action comedies. Like I knew he did action comedies, obviously, but like I guess that was like a whole thing that they really tried to make him, and he really failed at it. Did you know that?
I honestly didn't.
Yeah, me either. I thought it was interesting. I don't know, like I don't know if you ever seen that movie. Don't Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. No, that was a strange one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to watch. I've seen that as a kid kind of thing. But today we get a gritty action film from him. We're going to watch Nighthawks. Now I don't know what to expect from this, but like just from like looking at like the artwork here, I know I got stickers all over my VHS tape.
That's okay.
But just from like looking at it, it looks like a gritty cop action film, and I am pumped for this one. So I've been wanting to watch this one for a while. Have you ever heard of this one?
No. I mean, only from you recently when you talked about it, but I've never heard of it, and I'm liking the beard. I've never seen Sylvester Stallone in a beard, unless I'm like not remembering a movie I've seen with him. But I don't think so. It's always got that baby face, muscly baby face.
Baby face. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Nothing comes to mind of like a popular one. With a beard, because I don't know. You have your movies like obviously Rocky, Cliffhanger, Rambo.
Yeah, all clean shaven. This one, he's got work to do. He's got that beard on.
Yeah, it adds to the character. The
grittiness,
gritty. Kind of like Serpico, in So what we're gonna do, like we did in the last ones, we're going to rate the trailer, and what our expectations are of the trailer, and we're gonna watch the movie, and we're gonna give you our thoughts on the movie itself. Like, did the trailer deliver? Was the trailer, look like shit, but the movie was fantastic? Early goings. I haven't seen the trailer, or anything. I don't know. I don't even know what the premise of this movie is about, but I'm having high hopes.
Yeah, I hope. Me too. Even though I know nothing about it, like I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing a Stallone movie I haven't seen before. So
yeah. So what we're gonna do now? Let's jump into the trailer. We're gonna watch it, do some reactions, hopefully. And we're gonna go from there. Here we go.
Is this trip business or pleasure?
Pleasure, I hope.
Welcome to the United States.
Hamer Reinhardt, sometimes called Wolfgar. Born Frankfurt, Germany, 1946. Educated Paris and Patrice Lumumba University, Moscow.
I love the
Currently self-employed.
just dubbed over.
Occupation? International terrorist.
Okay. He's a German.
You are to be indoctrinated in counter-terrorist techniques.
Deke De Silva,
Oh shit!
age
Those
35.
glasses,
Yeah,
Born
real
and
Pacino-esque.
raised New York
Yeah,
City.
You're right. It's sort of like
right?
Honorable discharge, U.S. Army, 1972.
wow.
I trust him to be a
52
cop.
registered kills. Occupation?
He's stacking them bodies.
Occupation cop.
One man can bring the world to its knees. And only one man can stop him.
This is good. They're having a dance off.
Universal Pictures presents Sylvester Stallone in Nighthawks, coming in April.
Billy D. Williams. Nice.
Oh, damn. Well, looks good.
I'm going to be honest with you. My expectations of this being a good movie are a lot lower now that I watched that trailer. I liked the whole action part of it, but the nightclub, the boogie, the boogie.
That
It
was
was
good.
like, am I watching like Saturday Night Fever all of a sudden? Like, didn't really add up, but I'm still excited. I'm actually I'm good. I'm ready to dive into this.
Yeah. If we get to see Stallone try to act like Pacino, then I'm all in. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is Sylvester Stallone as Al Pacino in Nighthawks. I think that's what this was. 80. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's see. We're going to dive into this. We're going to give you our thoughts. Yeah. Let's let's get it started. Yeah, let's do it.
I've always seen you hanging about the college, but I mean, no one knows exactly what you do.
Does it matter? I'm in business. Don't run away now. I really am a remarkable fellow.
Well, we were back. Actually, this is like a couple days later. We did from when we watched the trailer itself. But we watched the movie, and first thoughts. Opening scene really took me for a ride. How about you?
Oh my god, yeah. Opens
Like
up with,
it's like you thought. It's like you really thought it was a real woman.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I fell for it.
Yeah. It's like they were taking on it was like they were detectives for like low time petty criminals on the side of the street that were gonna mug you.
Yeah.
And they were in disguise. My favorite, he rips it off. It's Stallone!
First, put it in my hand, bitch. I said put it in my hand. Busting my mouth.
Come on, He-Man. I'll cut you, man. Got the hots for you. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it!
Oh my god, yeah. Like I just like, like when we first like opened to that scene, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, like that's got to be Stallone, like undercover. And then like he's watch out, he's busting petty criminals. Like he puts in the effort.
Yeah, when he like beats the shit out of the guy beside like the streetcar subway thing.
Yeah.
And then he's just dragging, you got the right to remain silent. And he's like dragging him like down the fucking pathway. Oh my god. Gold.
Yeah.
And then like then this is like clips back and forth. So like then you go to here, this is a terrorist. And like the terrorist. I want to talk about the terrorist here for a second here. So the movie's basically just the synopsis of the movie is Sylvester Stallone, Billy D. Williams, they're detectives. I guess you call them detectives. They never really said. I think it was detectives. Yeah. They're detectives, and they take down low-time muggers on the side of the streets of New York. And then the other half is there's this international terrorist that literally has no rhyme or reason of his terrorism.
Yeah. Played by Rutger Hauer, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. He was in things like Hitcher and
Blade Runner.
Oh god, Blade Runner.
Yeah.
So much. There's a lot of stuff. Don't remember off the top of my head, but you would know him from a lot of things, especially like 80s, 90s. He's still acting in a ton of stuff, by the way, if you look it up. It's crazy. But anyways, he's like an international terrorist that doesn't have it's not really an agenda, or they don't touch on the agenda. I don't know, maybe deleted scene that never happened.
Yeah.
But you get introduced to him as a terrorist when he's sliding a briefcase underneath a poor cashier's cash register, blowing the shit up out of her.
Yep.
And it's his calling card of I'm a terrorist. And then, basically, Sylvester Stallone and Billy D. Williams, we get taken on the task force for this terrorist that's coming to New York City. What am I missing here, Dan? Fill it in.
I think that's it, but like I'm trying to even like remember why he came to New York. I don't know if you recall.
He just was becoming an international terrorist, Dan.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. And like my favorites was when he was like when he would like phone it in. He like phoned into the news station. Wolfgar is in. He's blowing up. He's going to be making moves, and it's just like just referring to himself as third person was kind of hilarious. But but basically, it goes to New York. They quickly catch on to him. And then, that kind of, we'll talk more about the rest of it, but just kind of give a lowdown. It's a terrorist type movie with beat cops turn into terrorist detectives. Yeah. Pretty
and
much
there's like a lot of like movies like that over the years, especially in that era where like you have like your terrorist, like bad guy, and like even those movies like you can probably pick apart and be like, what the fuck is the motive? But like this movie's like there's like we were saying earlier, like there's just nothing. It's like it's all like, yeah, this guy's bad. He just likes to blow things up. There's no motive. That's it.
Yeah, like it didn't really have like a rhyme or reason. He just liked to blow shit up and be a terrorist. That was it.
Yeah,
it wasn't a political agenda. It wasn't like
good for him, I guess.
I guess everyone's got goals.
He likes to have fun. That's it. In the most violent way possible.
Yeah, that's good. He found a pastime he really enjoyed, and he did well with it. So good for him. Everyone's got to find that thing they love in life, and he found it.
Yeah.
So my favorite is that he traveled to New York with this giant suitcase filled with guns and grenades. Airports back in the 80s, they didn't have any regulation on that stuff, so you could bring it over internationally, I guess.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem at all. So he was well equipped when he got to New York, which is nice. You know, he was ready to set up and start blowing shit up. He gave them a warning where if nobody around in like Wall Street area, you know. It was great. It was a ride. The movie was a ride. To get serious here, it wasn't a bad movie. It's a very entertaining movie. Do I think it's one of Sylvester Stallone's best movies? Absolutely not. Do I think it's any close to his like better acting roles? Absolutely not. This is like a weird transition. Like this movie came out between Rocky 2, I believe, and Rocky 3, if I'm not mistaken. Because this was 81, and I think Rocky. So this was 81. I think Rocky was 82. I could be wrong.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Rocky 3. Sorry, Rocky 3 was 82. So this came a year after that. So it was kind of like his moving into bigger roles and everything like that. So like I said, it wasn't a bad movie in my opinion. I like Sylvester Stallone movies just because I think they're, I don't know, something nostalgic for me because of Rocky, I guess, because I grew up watching that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sylvester Stallone to me is not a great actor. You know, I think.
Wait, you said he's not a good actor?
No.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. He's not good.
No. It's like saying Arnold Schwarzenegger deserves an Oscar. Like, absolutely not. They're good action stars.
Even Arnold though, like, and not to sidetrack too much, but Arnold's better actor than Stallone.
Stop. There's no way you're making that statement right now. I think Sylvester Stallone's a better actor than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Personally. I don't. He starts yelling all the time. That's me. You know, that's about it.
Yeah, to each their own. I don't really have a good argument to why I like Schwarzenegger better, I guess. But
honestly, it's like you know, picking identical twins. You know, saying one's different look, better looking than the other, but they're identical. You know,
how do you pick your favorite son? You know, you can't.
Exactly. I think Peaks. I don't want to sidetrack either too much, but I think Peaks works in the right way. Is Jingle All the Way. But I.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, I had to put that in there. Yeah. No, what was it? Remember, you're my number one customer.
No problem whatsoever, but only for you, Mr. Jacobs, because you're our number one customer. You're my number one customer. You're my number one customer. You're my number one customer.
But anyways, back on this movie. First of all, what I don't get is why do they took like these detectives taking down muggers to be part of the elite terrorist squad for this international terrorist Wolfgar? Absolutely makes no sense.
No, I don't know
either. We picked you for your military background.
Yeah.
Like
his military background, which we didn't get to see yet. We just saw him, like, to go back again, like, to the beginning where he's, like, dressed up in costumes. He does it throughout the whole movie, like... I don't know. And the briefings they have where, like, Stallone is, like, pushing back on the guy, like, oh, no, you know what you're doing, I know what I'm doing, I'm not gonna tell you what I do best, but, like, just, like, constantly, like, pushing back for no reason. It's like, man, like, you don't do anything. You just bust petty criminals. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, and then he's like, well, he was like afraid to kill people or pull a trigger. So he's like, I'm not going to kill this guy in public or something like that. But like the guy's like, you have 58 kills in the military. Like, doesn't that count for anything, jackass? Like, what the fuck?
I don't want to hurt anybody.
I don't want to hurt anybody. Like it makes absolutely no sense. I don't know, but yeah, then you know it was a big deal. He was pretty much him and Billy D. Williams were the only ones. Oh, let's talk about when they're doing that whole chase scene from the subway.
Yeah. Like they're chasing
and they're going from
Riker
the yeah. So
Yeah.
and they're going and then like they split up, and you knew something was gonna happen. Oh, they split up. Oh, this is gonna be fun. You know something's gonna happen, and you know it wasn't gonna happen to Sylvester. So Sylvester Stallone goes this way. Billy D. Williams goes this way, and Billy D. Williams ends up taking a knife. No, he's running, and the guy's holding the knife out. Wolfgar is rolling the knife out and like cuts the side of his face, gives him a Joker scar, or I don't know. And I thought for some reason, like I'm like, oh, he's okay. He just got cut in the face. He'll be fine. And then he's like sitting there screaming, and then you have Sylvester Stallone screaming at Wolfgar getting away, and like he's holding Billy D. Williams in his arms, and he just and he's like, you. And I thought he was dead. I'm like, did he die? I remember saying that actively out to you. I'm like, is he dead?
Steve! Where's the move? Get out fast, goddammit! Get the move! Kill that son of a bitch! Get him! Get him! I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch! Get him! You're fucking dead! Kill that motherfucker! You're fucking dead!
Like, I thought he died the way he was acting, holding him in his arms, and Billy D. Williams was like dead.
Yeah. Stallone was like screaming, like, no! Like, no, buddy, he's all right. He just needs some stitches.
It made absolutely no fucking sense. But he was like sitting there fucking crying his eyes out.
Yeah.
Partner. Like, buddy, just call 911, run after him. Like, what are you doing?
He's just that mad. Oh my! He's just that mad that like the guy got him. Oh fuck! That guy knifed my partner. That son of a bitch.
Like, it had like no story context because like the next scene, Billy D. Williams is back, and it's like the ending of the like the ending scenes of the movie. So it's like I don't like it just didn't make any sense. Like and like Billy D. Williams like literally coddled in his arms, and he was just like, buddy, you got to cut. Calm the fuck down. Like, god damn, I probably got 5 worse cuts in the last 5 days. I don't know. But anyways, that to me was fantastic. I like that.
Yeah,
that it showed a big complex in acting for Billy D. Williams. His role in this was pretty much shouting at everybody.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers. Yeah. So that was pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
I guess what we didn't touch on is the nightclub scene.
Yeah. How he
like
catches
well, he
bad guy.
He got that woman from the nightclub, the terrorist Wolfgar.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got his love interest or whatever he was using her, I guess, for shelter. Is that what it was? Like he just like stayed with her, I guess.
Yeah.
Like he didn't. It was weird. He picked her up from like the nightclub scene, and then and then she just like is like, oh yeah, just come live with me.
Yeah.
She takes this guy in.
Come on over.
Yeah. Come on over, hang out. Let's just party all the time. And and then she finds this big suitcase of guns and grenades. And is like, oh, I won't tell anybody because he catches her. And then assumingly he threw her out the window.
Yeah, right. I forget. Yeah, definitely. Like that's what happened. That was like was insane. She's like, holy shit! Like what bad luck for her. Like one night stand. Yeah, this guy comes home with grenades in his suitcase. Like
you can't even call it a one night stand. She let him live there.
Oh yeah, true. He was there for a bit, right? I forget.
He was living with her.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like it just made no sense. My favorite when he walks in with the suitcase, like the small suitcase, and he just opens it up, there's just like lined up grenades inside. I'm Wolfgar.
Yeah, just like I'm Wolfgar. Yeah, I don't build bombs. I just throw a bunch of grenades.
I put grenades in places, stand far back, and I pull the pins for the string.
Yeah,
That's what.
what a great terrorist.
But yeah, he catches her snooping into his shit,
Yeah,
and she's done.
yeah,
Oh, did he throw out the window? I can't remember that part, to be honest, because it was so brief.
yeah.
Or they find her dead. No, the detectives. Can't remember. But then there was like the detective, like Sylvester Stallone and Billy Dee Williams' old boss, their lieutenant, was like on the scene investigating the death, I guess, and he's just like, "You guys shall go to the nightclub.
If you go to the nightclub, you'll be sure to find the terrorist." Hey, there he is! I found him.
And then they just like went from nightclub to nightclub, and it was like way too long of a scene of like going to different bouncers. Have you seen this guy?
Yeah.
Oh no, the girl. Sorry, have you seen this girl? Have you seen her? Huh? You see her come around? And then they finally get one bouncer. Yeah, she was with the guy. He's here tonight.
Oh my god. These terrorists, they love their nightclubs.
Yeah. Oh, and then because Sylvester Stallone was a master sketch artist, he had that piece of paper where he's like, he had Wolfgar, because Wolfgar first started with a beard. He had a beard.
Yeah.
And then before he came to the U.S., he got a nose job.
Yep, I recall that.
Where he threatened the doctor, and he got a nose job. So Sylvester Stallone was like, "Yeah, if he's coming to America, he's definitely going to be changing himself." So he just like draws him out, and then just starts shading things, removing dark circles from his eye. He erases the beard. And they're in the nightclub where they find Wolfgang.
Yeah,
and he just he goes to Billy Dee Williams. He goes, "You're coming for him." And just like in a photo without a beard, and he like shakes. Look, it looks like him, huh? It's like, yeah, he's the same guy without a beard.
Yeah, I guess that's him.
Oh wow, he shaved. Nice. Holy shit! Then that's when they chase him onto the subway. Blah blah blah. That was the first the first interaction with the guy.
Yeah,
and then the ending. I guess we can because after the subway, it kind of leads right into the ending. He basically it talks about him because Wolfgar is pissed off basically because he's getting caught, I guess, now in New York.
Yeah.
And he just kind of gets pissed off, takes what are those things called that I just found out that are in New York, even though I've been to New York twice. Those cars, the standoff at the end.
Wait, what? The cars
He's in
with
the Lincoln. No, like the ones that go.
Oh my god!
Rail
yes.
cars, rail
Sorry,
cars,
yeah,
or something like
the
that.
rail cars, yeah, like the Roosevelt's. Rail
yeah,
car.
that's it. Yeah,
and I had brought up to you wait, I think I know what this is after we talked about that. Because you're like, I haven't seen that before. I'm like, no, me neither. But then I'm like watching the scene more. I'm like, wait, I've seen this. It's in fucking Spider-Man, it's a Sam Raimi Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
it's in the end scene where Spider-Man has to pick between Mary Jane and the crowd of people hanging from the rail car.
Let die the woman you love, or suffer the little children.
But yeah, I think it's been in multiple movies though at this point. Other than that,
You know what the sad thing is? I just never knew. I don't know. Maybe I just never paid attention. But they have a standoff in it at the end.
Yeah.
And Wolfgar has like all of a sudden all these UN people in there.
Yeah.
And like, you know, coincidentally, they're all on this rail car together. The only thing Wolfgar will do is talk to Sylvester Stallone. Yo, he's got to bring Sylvester in. So he says he's gonna free a baby because he killed. What did he kill? He killed the woman, right? He killed a woman on the streetcar.
He did.
Yeah,
he killed her.
Yeah, he had to show he was meant business.
Yeah.
So he killed the woman on the streetcar, and then he told Sylvester Stallone that he's not an animal or something like that. That he was gonna let the baby free, and so Sylvester takes his helicopter, flies it down to a boat, jumps off of the helicopter. By the way, great skills because he got right out of that helicopter and he jumped down to that boat. I'd be shitting my pants if those propellers are coming to chop my head off. Great skills.
Yeah.
And then this cable comes all the way down, and he like hooks himself up, and they have like an eye showdown.
Yeah.
And then he says a speech, gives him the baby, lowers him back down, and then it's like meet my demands, and then he makes him like, you're the driver. And what else happens? Oh, the bus scene.
Yeah,
it just got really chaotic at the end. Like it was just like it wasn't even chaos. It was just like weird chaos.
There was a lot that was going on.
Yeah, because he was like, "Oh, we're taking them hostage." Oh, Sylvester Stallone did his suit up, and he had the player, and with the button where it talked about who the girl really was, because he had a woman. Wolfgar had a woman come from Europe for him, and it was like talking about how she's a rich girl. And he heard it. She got shot in the head by snipers. He took off on the bus by himself, leaving everybody else, all his hostages. And then he just starts driving the bus away. Sylvester Stallone running after the fucking bus with his Mac 10. And he's like, and then he just throws it into the back window. He throws it into the back window of the bus and just sitting there. And he still runs after the bus. Yeah. He doesn't give up.
He does not stop.
Yeah. And then Wolfgar does the most heroic thing where he relaunches the bus into the Hudson River. I think it's the Hudson. If not, we're calling it the Hudson.
Well, that's it. It's Hudson.
It's the Hudson. It is. It's the same river that Scully landed in, okay? I don't know. But then they couldn't find him. He just fucking disappeared. But then, Dan, you remember what happens next, right?
Oh, yeah.
What happens next?
I don't remember.
Oh, my God. So then... Sylvester's like, they go to look at his papers because they find his lair, because he moves from the woman's discotheque house down to his lair, and then they find the paperwork and they realize, he's got information on all of us, and he realizes Stallone gets the paperwork saying how he had his wife. They don't tell you what's on the paper, but then he runs right to the phone and he phones her. Put two and two together. He had information on his wife. So the next scene is Wolfgar going to the wife's house, and the wife's in there. She's doing the dishes. She's putting them away. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
Very pleasant.
Back and forth. Wolfgar sneakily at the door, opens it a crack, but there's a chain. So he's like, and he tries to push it open, doesn't move. Finally, without much force at all, rips the screws out of the doors of the chain.
He gets in there.
He gets in there. And he's going after the wife. So he creeps in. And the wife turns around because she hears him. Oh my God, it's Sylvester Stallone in a blonde wig and a robe. He fucking did it again. Master of disguise.
Oh my God. That was such a good way to end it.
Yeah, and then he just
I
blasts
applaud
his
it.
holes in the guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he just shoots him, and then he's like dangling on the front. And Sylvester Stallone just sits on the stairs in front of him. No other cops around. Sylvester Stallone did the solo. He no backup. He gave no fucks.
No. This is like he implemented his training in costume work to the best he could. This is like where like maybe I understand why he was like mouthing off the briefing because he just needed to get that specific moment where like he could dress up and catch the bad guy just like he did with the muggers and the drug dealers.
He really was a master of disguise. My favorite's when before he got brought into the terrorist force was the last thing, and he's in a suit. He's just walking around like a businessman. Walking in the tunnel and waiting for those muggers to get him. And then a police car comes in and interrupts it. He was really pissed off about that one.
It's going down.
That one you on Fox downtown. Hey, that ain't my problem, pal. That ain't your problem? What the fuck do you want here? Who do you think you're mouthing off to, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you ruined my bust.
But honestly, not the worst movie I've ever seen. Would I watch it again if I was bored and I had nothing else to do and there was literally absolutely nothing else on TV, or I could find anything to stream, or I couldn't find one of my many tapes to watch? Sure, I'll pop it in. I said watching TV like I actually own a cable, pay for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, would you ever watch it again, like purposely?
Maybe not. I don't know. I think if they like maybe had a more like original idea to it, it would have been good. Like I was like so distracted by it, by the fact that like Stallone's trying to be like Serpico, like Al Pacino, but like in my head the whole time, like especially since the start of that film where he's like in costume, it's like, oh my God, like I almost wish they just like made a serial killer movie with Stallone as a serial killer.
Yeah, I know,
that would have been
right?
better. Like that would have been more entertaining.
Well,
but, like,
it's funny.
Overall, like it was fun. I don't know. It was a fun enough movie. It was good.
Like I think compared to the trailer, so when we watched the trailer, it was like, okay, you knew this was going to be like some kind of cop thing. But the way the trailer kind of just ended at the nightclub, it was like you thought, like they played it up. The trailer played it up like he was like a nightclub goer, but yet he was a cop as well. And he just found the guy all of a sudden at the dance, at the disco,
at the club. Yeah.
At the club. That's what the trailer kind of portrayed for some reason. But no. And also like for this movie, like the typical, like for the last couple that we've done, we're usually around the 90-minute mark. Like this one was like a hour and 40 stretched out. But like I think hour 40, hour 45 or something like that. But like still, like for how long it was, it just left so many like holes, and like it has unnecessary scenes, and it was kind of weird. It's like for that kind of stuff. Not a terrible movie. If I was doing some kind of like Sylvester Stallone marathon, I'd probably add it because I haven't seen all of his movies. But I don't think it's one of his best. That's for sure. Like, it's no over the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh no, not at all.
A canon film right there. No. But I don't know. For me, I'd probably give this for a Sylvester Stallone flick. Okay, my expectations are high for these, so for a Stallone flick, I think I'd give it. I think I'd give it a 6.8.
6.8. Okay.
Yeah, if for a normal action film, I give it like a 3.2.
Okay.
Yeah, Stallone 6.8, and that's saying Rocky. The Stallone flick. I'm saying if it was a Stallone flick, I'm saying 6.8.
Yeah.
For a normal action movie,
Yeah.
3.2.
3.2.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Stallone, you're saying?
If I'm rating this off the action drama or action genre. Sorry.
Yeah.
If I was rating this off of an action drama, I'd say a 3.2. 4.2.
4.2.
4.2. Because I had some explosions, and I like explosions.
All right, that's fair. Yeah. You do like those. It's tough for me. I don't know what to rate this. I was gonna say, oh god, I'd maybe give it like a 5.8.
Oh,
for me at least. Yeah, I don't know.
For a Stallone flick or for like action? Action as a whole.
Action as a whole. 4.5? Maybe 5.8 for Stallone. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard. Like it's not like I hated the movie, but like
no,
there was
it wasn't a bad movie.
Moments.
I think there was a lot of problems with it. Like explain at least what the kind of a terrorist this guy is. Like that took like a 5-second writing decision.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. Button up stuff. You didn't really relay into the fact why he doesn't like to kill anymore, just that he killed too much when he was a soldier. You know,
you're right. It's like, man, like, yeah, I guess like to put it this way, like this movie, it's like trying to cross that drama and action line, and it's like if you're gonna have that drama, like which they tried with this movie, it's like you said, like you need more context, some background to like these two main characters, the bad guy and like Stallone, like we want to know more, you know, what's the motive behind like each character, like I don't know.
That's what I mean though, for like for that type of well, the year the movie came out, 81, for having over 90-minute film, like you're almost pushing the 2-hour mark. And you have so many loopholes in the story. It's like they tried to just fill it with like unnecessary filler that they expanded it, but the unnecessary filler wasn't needed. Like, you know, like them teaching them lessons on the terror. Have one briefing scene of this is the terrorist. This is what's going on. Have Stallone walk out because he doesn't agree with it, and then have him bring back one scene. One minuscule of a scene. Instead, they dragged that out like 6 different scenes.
Yeah, they kept
going back. They kept going back.
It's a briefing again, guys. Stallone's like grumpy in his seat, like arms crossed, like I do it my way. Like
I could have given you like 6 more scenes that could have happened with that, with more of a backstory filler. Then that would have been necessary. So like that's why I was kind of low on the scale for like an actual film. The only reason why I like this one, because I thought it was hilarious with for a Stallone based rating, was because I thought it was hilarious with the stupid disguises. Like at the end, I honestly didn't even figure that was gonna happen with him dressed as the wife or whatever. Like I should have known,
but
but it's like okay, I didn't expect it. I expected him maybe like to bust in or something like that, or already be there, something along those lines. But I didn't expect him to be dressed up as the wife. So, you know, kudos to that.
That was good.
You know, but yeah, that's what that's why I gave it a lower rating on the action scale, just because.
I get that.
there's just so many more action films from the 80s that were good. I know this was more of an action drama, but they put a little bit of comedy in it. But like action for like the 80s, like if we want to talk about action for the 80s, like Lethal Weapons and stuff like that, that was late 80s, wasn't it? What am I talking? Lethal Weapon, right? Yeah, 87. Yeah. Like that was an action comedy, but at least it had backstory and it brought you the characters to life and stuff like that. Where, like this was just a setup for a wham bam, here's a movie, be done with it kind of series. I don't know. I think there's a lot better action in the 80s than this was, in my opinion. So
yeah,
especially when you're talking about like all the big action stars that happened in the 80s.
Yeah.
But anyways,
for sure. No, it's like the best way to put it with this movie. It's like, yeah. Could have been better.
It had potential
either way. Yeah. Either they could have made it like more focused on the drama, or like at least go the other way where it's like, we got Stallone in these funny costumes, like busting people. Like you could have had like it maybe be more comedic or like just more action packed.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So yeah. But anyways,
yeah. Well, I don't think I have any more left for in the tank for this movie.
No,
but watch it. I'm gonna tell you, watch it after probably almost every movie, unless it's like complete dog shit. Anyways,
yeah.
But I always give you your own opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, like maybe that's why we're doing this. It's more fun too, but like the I don't know, Cocaine Wars and this one I'd recommend, but Doll Man versus the Demonic Toys, like I mean, like watch it if you've
seen if you saw Bad Channels, if you saw Doll Man, if you saw Demonic Toys, things like that, you were kind of a fan, you wanted like a movie that took all three of those movies and just like, here you go.
Yeah.
Watch it, sure.
Yeah.
That movie was just put together with splice footage, so that's a full moon release to the T of let's have 3 days of shooting and just throw in old movies, clips from other things. So, but that's I think that's more horror action, really. More horror than anything. Yeah. But yeah, like that movie. Watch if you're a fan of full moon releases. It's fun. That's about it. If you're ever gonna watch, am I ever gonna watch that movie again? No. Well, and then just kind of for the future of the channel as well. So we're going to be doing a lot more of like movies maybe that are popular. I was told this one was more popular for opinion wise. I guess because Sylvester Stallone was that it start kind of in the 80s, like in the 70s, 80s. We're going to be doing a whole mixture. The whole point of this is to watch movies we've never watched. So it's not even just like rare or anything like that. There's just movies that we've grown throughout the collection. Like I have, you can see behind me a whole bunch of stuff. There's a ton of movies on here that I've never seen. Some of them I've seen more than once, but a ton of movies I haven't seen. That we'll give them all a chance. So, yeah, stick around. Every week, every time we're gonna try to pick something that we're not gonna be genre locked. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
Yeah, same.
Well, we'll end it. I wish I had a disguise I could end it with, like I could have put on a mask or something like that. Here, you know what? I got this here. I'm going to get a nose job. My nose job.
Forget that. That's too much work. Shave that beard.
Do I look different?
Yeah, I guess.
I threatened my doctor to get. Oh, all right. Watch it. Do it. By the way, this movie is not on streaming services anymore, so don't go looking for it. It was on Tubi for a while. I guess Tubi just took it down. I don't know. They move things up and down on Tubi all the time. That's where I originally saw this, and then I picked this movie up. Like I originally saw it on there to watch it, but I never watched it. And then I picked up a tape from someone I knew. So, but watch it. It's fun, I guess. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.